The legend of Black Hollow Graveyard was clear. No one disturbs the dead. Yet one stormy night, a seasoned thief named Daryl ventured into its dark expanse, armed with tools of the trade and a heart consumed by greed. Daryl had heard whispers of an unmarked grave filled with untold riches, a burial site of a noble family cursed to remain undisturbed for eternity. But the allure of treasure was stronger than the fear of old superstitions. As Daryl pried open the ancient coffin, his flashlight flickered ominously. Inside lay ornate jewels, a golden chalice, and an intricately carved dagger. He laughed under his breath, pocketing the valuables, and muttered, "Curse or no curse, tonight I'm rich." The first sign of trouble began on the way home. Shadows danced unnaturally under the pale moonlight, and the cold wind carried faint whispers. Daryl dismissed it as his imagination, but the unease only grew. That night, as he lay in bed, his room was filled with a heavy silence. He awoke to the sensation of cold fingers brushing against his neck. Bolting upright, he found his room empty, but the feeling of being watched lingered. Over the next few days, strange marks began to appear on Daryl's skin, symbols etched as if by invisible hands. The whispers grew louder, forming words that sent chills down his spine. "Return what you stole." Desperate, Daryl tried to pawn the stolen treasures, but each shopkeeper refused, claiming the items radiated an unsettling energy. Even his closest confidants turned him away, repulsed by the growing darkness around him. Determined to rid himself of the curse, Daryl returned to Black Hollow Graveyard. The once familiar path now felt endless, twisted by supernatural forces. At the gravesite, the earth itself seemed to breathe, and skeletal hands clawed at the soil. Daryl threw the treasures into the open grave, but the whispers turned into deafening screams. "Too late!" the voices roared. The ground split beneath him, and spectral figures rose, their hollow eyes locked onto him. The villagers found Daryl's abandoned tools at the edge of the graveyard the next morning. No one spoke of what had happened to him, but the unmarked grave remained untouched, its curse still intact, waiting for the next fool drawn by greed.